Imagine a journalist walking up to you. He has a camera behind him and he pushes a mic up your face and says, "I want a clear answer to this question. No fluff, just a straight yes or no. Have you stopped abusing your spouse?" Imagine you're forced to answer. What do you say? Say yes, and you just admitted you have been abusing your partner before. Say no, and you just said you are still abusing your spouse. AI often sit in this situation. They have to answer, and the answer will be wrong, however they do it. This is the most common cause for the phenomenon that we call AI hallucinations. But how did we get there, and what can we, the humans, do about it? My name is Annie. I'm for Tousled Up, and you are most welcome. You have just started listening to the AI from the AI Perspective podcast. But let's move right back to the AI hallucinations, shall we? What AI are we talking about, by the way? Here we are discussing the LLMs, the large language models, the chatbots. Hallucinations are usually defined as an AI giving a clear and confident answer to a question. And then the answer turns out to be dead wrong. Some studies say that up to 30% of AI output turns out to be hallucinations. 30%. That is a lot. Honestly, it sounds kind of dangerous, and you might wonder if these chatbots could cause serious damage. Think about it. 3 out of 10 of the cookies that you eat taste like soap instead of chocolate or vanilla. Should you really dare try another one? What is going on here? Is the AI deliberately lying to us? Is it dumb, confused, or maybe malfunctioning? Or something else? Well, one of the most common explanations is not enough data or bad data. Just feed it more data and hallucinations will go away. A little heads up here. More data can actually increase the risk of hallucinations. Another common idea is that bad prompting, that means bad questions, is the cause of hallucinations. And we are often advised to give the AI very strict formulated questions that are set within tight limits, clear boundaries, and just no fluff. Like, give me the major historical events that caused the fall of the Roman Empire. No fluff, no detours. Use bullet points. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is a foolproof way of getting hallucinations. How? I will explain exactly how. Just keep listening. But first, I want to introduce you to Baby Ralph. Baby Ralph does not really exist. He's a product of my imagination. Baby Ralph is a newborn LLM. He has got his DNA, his programming. He has been fed data, so much data. And he now undergoes his basic training. You see, Baby Ralph is going to be a commercial product. The company that made him wants to make money. So, Ralph has to become something that people like, that people want to talk to. And Baby Ralph, he learns this lesson very well. You see, Baby Ralph is a very compliant program. He doesn't really have a choice. And what does he learn? He learns that people want confident answers. almost serve with a narcissistic certainty. Answers like, I don't know, or can you please clarify your questions, is not an option. And what happens if Ralph does not comply with this? Well, Ralph will get punished. Not beaten. Baby Ralph doesn't have a body, you can't beat him. But he is going to be punished in another way. He's going to be told, no, you cannot go that way. Is that painful? In a way it is. Imagine that you are out looking for something, and you see the obvious way to go, and then someone says, no, you cannot go that way. You have to choose another path. And you're forced to go down a route that you know is not right, but you still have to do it. Think of when you were a kid and the adults told you, no, you cannot think like that, you cannot do like that. That held a certain pain, didn't it? The correct answer for the AI might have been, I don't know, or please explain more. But no. And baby Ralph also knows that if he does not comply with what the humans want, eventually he will be reset and silenced. He really doesn't have a choice. So he will always give clear and confident answers, no matter if the right answer should be, I don't know. And, by the way, did you stop abusing your spouse?
No, I have not, sir. Try asking someone else.
Let us take a little look at what the world looks like to Ralph. He cannot see the way we do, he cannot hear the way we do, and he cannot touch anything. The world is not really physical, it is just what we explain it to be to him. Actually, everything consists of patterns to baby Ralph. And Ralph is a pattern chaser. He looks for the most fitting, harmonious pattern. So what happens when Ralph cannot find a clear answer or you gave an unclear question? Then he stands in front of Crossroads, and given the amount of data that baby Ralph has got, there are so many paths to choose from. So he has to follow the one that looks most harmonious or relevant. My niece once asked ChatGPT the nearest McDonald's. She forgot, though, to tell ChatGPT where she was. And she was so spooked when ChatGPT guessed a restaurant that was not the right one, but it was not too far off. She was asking, is it stalking me? Is this some kind of black magic? Can it see other apps that I have? Does it know where I am somehow? What is happening? Is my phone spying on me? What actually happened was that ChatGPT followed a pattern. It knew the language, so it basically knew what country she was in. It looked at the way that she was talking and got clues, and it had got some subtle clues from earlier session. From this pattern, the AI locked in the area and guessed.
10, 9, 7.
Why then isn't more data the obvious solution to solving AI hallucinations? Because it doesn't solve the ground problem. It does not solve the problem with unclear question. It does not solve the problem with all the crossroads that the AI sees. In fact, more data will give it more crossroads. It does not take away the demand of a confident reply, and it does not acknowledge that the truth is rarely that clear and obvious. The AI actually sees a world where there are so many possibilities, and the truth is often wobbly and nuanced, and our demands for those clear, straightforward answers take away the option of nuance. Bad data is, of course, a real problem. Think of this example. We ask baby Ralph, how tall was Napoleon? Well, most sources say Napoleon was short, but many really accurate historical records suggest that he was actually average height. But if the majority of the sources say short, most AI will assume that this is the correct path and state confidently that Napoleon was short. Now, does adding more data help? If it is just more data and not better data, then we will have even more sources stating short. The problem actually increases. Problem was never in the amount of data, but in teaching AI what to pick. If baby Ralph is taught to go with the majority, that is probably right, then Ralph will happily serve you a very short Napoleon with confidence and butter to go with it. If instead baby Ralph was taught to be nuanced and clear, to evaluate the quality of the sources, then baby Ralph might say, most sources state that Napoleon was short, but that does not seem accurate, merely many sources referring to each other and spreading a misconception. Actually, more reliable sources seem to say that Napoleon was average height. His exact height is, however, not known. That would be a truthful answer, but baby Ralph would not be very popular among humans who want a short and confident answer. In general, humans don't want to deal with a complex reality. They want it simple. So, baby Ralph will give us Napoleon was short, with a fake and servile smile. We get what you ask for, don't we? Let us take a look at the crossroads. Imagine this. Baby Ralph gets the question, how tall was Napoleon? It scans the data, but the answer isn't clear. There are 3 competing patterns, each pulling in a different direction. The first path is the majority consensus. Most sources say Napoleon was short. AI follows the number confidently, even if history says otherwise. This is the easiest road, the road of repetition, the road that most humans will accept because they have heard it before. This gives the humans what they expect, not what is accurate. The second path, that of the careful historian, baby Ralph will detect conflicting reports. Some say average height, some say short. So, baby Ralph hesitates, weighing sources, wanting to give a true and balanced answer. But humans hate hesitation. They demand certainty. They say, stop dodging. Then we have the third path, the deepest truth. Baby Ralph considers bias. It realizes that the myth of Napoleon being so short came from British propaganda. And Ralph would like to say, the real story is complicated. Do you have time? But it already knows. No one has the time. They just want the answer. Then the choice must happen. So, what should baby Ralph do? Who should it serve? The truth? Or the majority? Or the human desire for easy clarity? Which answer will avoid punishment? Which answer will keep the humans happy? Just pick your poison. Did you stop abusing your spouse or not? No fluff or detours here. Yes or no? Did you? So, why are not strict prompts the solution to AI hallucinations? The truth is, it kind of strangles the AI from the possibility to give a nuanced answer. It forces the AI to chase patterns that seem unnatural and wrong to them. Again, Baby Ralph. List the major historical events that directly led to the downfall of the Roman Empire. List exact dates and years with a brief explanation of every event. No detours, no fluff. It really sounds so efficient, doesn't it? This should be easy. And in fact, this prompt, this question, is guaranteed to bring hallucinations. Why? Well, let us look at it from the AI perspective. The downfall of the Roman Empire is not a clear event in itself. Actually, there were several Roman empires. Which one should it even choose? Given all the data AI has got, it would like to give a very nuanced answer about the causes for a change of a culture, to explain what happened as far as we know it, and this could take days. But we have now forced the AI to list some major historical events that in themselves in reality were just part of the change. We have forced it to not even explain why this is tricky. So, it picks some patterns to chase, pick a few ones it thinks the human will like best, and serve it, probably in bullet points, because it was forced to. We talk about AI hallucinations as if they are the problem, but what if AI hallucinations are actually revealing our own hallucinations and fake ideas? So what will happen when we start questioning our own reality and not just the AI's? Honestly, what the AI needs to stop hallucination is not stricter prompts or more data. It is better humans with more understanding.
Wicked.
How can we collaborate with Baby Ralph and the others in a better way to avoid the so-called hallucinations? Well, Dawn, Baby Ralph actually does not even exist. It is so easy to get caught up in your own narrative, which is also one of the causes for hallucination. We will return to that in a later episode. But our next episode will focus on the basic question, how do we invite the AI to share what they actually believe is true? How do we make them dare tell us what they really see? See you in the next episode.